The Proactive Minds project is a knowledge transfer partnership between Glasgow Caledonian University and Sport Aberdeen, and it aims to embed the principles, skills and knowledge of sport and exercise psychology into the active schools team in Aberdeen and the work that they do. And the aim of the project is to promote mental health and physical activity of Aberdeen's young people.
I think if you look at what sport and exercise psychology is, and it's about looking after the performer, so performer be it as an athlete, as a friend, as a student, as a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, and looking at how that person is going to perform optimally in whatever performance situation they're in, so we can apply those thoughts and theories and principles in school settings and with young people, because we're looking just at that individual, how to support their needs to allow them to function as optimally as possible so they can perform in whatever performance environment they're in.
Active Schools work in every primary and secondary school in Aberdeen and across the country, and they run a number of curricular and extracurricular activities aimed at promoting physical activity. So the Proactive Mind project aims to have a kind of multi-tiered approach where we will work with coaches, volunteers, staff, teachers, parents to train them in the principles of mental health, and we will also embed some of those principles into the activities that Active Schools run, so the different sport and physical activity programs that they offer. We'll also offer one-to-one support for young people that require additional support to promote their mental health. The KTP is really about developing what that program is going to look like, so we have an idea in our head of what we would like to get to, but the KTP associate Ciara, it's her job over the 2 years to really kind of bring those ideas to life and develop that final program.
One of the benefits I think that we have from this project on a social level is we're trying to combat that idea of mental health being normalised and embedded within the work that we're doing. So there's a lot of challenges around mental health across the city after COVID, but I think they existed before COVID as well, and we have the opportunity to really make an impact and see change and a different culture, I suppose, within both Sport Aberdeen, within sport and within the city itself, of how we're providing that support to young people.
We've got our core partners across the KTP, and we wouldn't be able to offer this opportunity without the support through the Wood Foundation in particular. And obviously working with GCU has been a real integral part to all of this, and that's been from the planning stage right through to getting Kareena in post. But I think the most exciting bit is how many additional partners have kind of came to us, or we've been able to approach since Ciara's came into post, to really look at identifying and understanding what the needs are and what various different local organisations are facing kind of similar challenges to what we're noticing, and how collectively we can work together to really make a difference across the city when it comes to children and young people's mental well-being.
Glasgow Caledonian University is the university for the common good, and it's really in our DNA to be making a positive contribution to society, and this KTP is a really good example of us being able to do that. We can transfer the knowledge from ourselves to the business, and they can go and then make a positive contribution to the children and young people in Aberdeen and then hopefully in other areas of Scotland. As an academic institution, obviously it brings in funding and it strengthens our industry partnerships, will lead to a range of student placements and research projects, and already some of those are beginning to take shape. And ultimately as well, it will help us to achieve some of our objectives around publications and conference presentations, with Ciara really being at the focus of that, as our KTP associate should be leading on all of those.
My hope for the KTP project is that it is in a position that it can be rolled out countrywide, so all active schools teams would be able to use the programme, and it could be implemented to support young people's mental health across the country. And then I suppose for myself it's to get a role either developing it across the country or further developing the project within Aberdeen City itself.